All right, let's go over. All right, so what was it? It was find prime numbers. In my case, it was up to 1,000. So what do? You need a loop. You for loop. Let me get rid of this length because we're going to go to 1,000. Jeez Louise, 1,000. All right, and then we need another loop. We need another loop inside this loop because for each number we're checking to see if it's prime against other numbers. So we need an internal loop. This one's going to be less than. And for this algorithm, for the algorithm they had it j would loop up to I minus 1, and that's not as efficient as this, but if you do the square root of I, then it doesn't have to go all the way up to I, so it's just a teensy bit faster. But this is how the algorithm called for it on Wiki. They used the math.square root. That's the only part that I really understood. The rest of it was like words, and it was kind of confusing. But under your first loop, for the index that you're on, well, first of all, you got to start off at 2. I'm going to jump around a little bit, but you got to start off at 2. Anything before 2 is not a prime number. And in your your primary loop, you default for each index that you're on, you default prime to true. You're going to assume it's true. So what we're doing is we're checking to see if a number is not prime. We're not checking to see if a number is prime. We're checking to see if a number is not prime. So for that, you say if I is divisible by j. When I was doing it, I had it backwards because I was trying to find if a number is prime. And that's where I kept screwing up. I was doing j is divisible by I, which is what the algorithm on Wiki called for, but I should have just inverted it. So that's something to keep in mind for the future. Read the question, see if inverting it helps you solve the problem in an easier way, negating everything. So if it's divisible, then we set prime equal to false, and that's literally it. Now we just check if prime, we just console.log. Geez, can I type? Console.log I. Just like that. If I save it and run node index.js, it's instantaneous. If we go up 2, 3, 4, I missed something. Oh, I missed. This is supposed to be equal to, and this is supposed to be equal to. Now if I run it, it's instantaneous again, and if we check the numbers at the top, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Those are all prime numbers. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29. See, 23, 29. Awesome. So that's pretty much it. Super basic. You should not get stuck on that algorithm because it's so easy.